Yeah.
Yeah, so it has done it correctly and it has put the Eagle on top of you, but I always like to check just to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
So at the top of the round, we have the murder machine that is Minato.
Nice. I'm going to go to here, and I'm going to swift action, vanishing trick, and that's my turn.
Okay. Pretty simple. Like it. Brings us to Addam's turn.
Addam is going to cast. He's going to move over towards the Eidolon. He's going to touch the Eidolon. He's going to cast Rejuvenate Eidolon Lesser.
Eight healing.
Fabulous.
It's come up underneath rather than next to the ability name.
And I'm an older.
And that's Addam done.
Okay, so let's see.
Just going to actually move him next to the Eidolon there.
Okay. So all at the back is going to run in a straight line and get into there. And I think that is its turn. Eidolon, sorry, the Eidolon. The other ghoul at the back is going to do the same thing and end up in front of Argus. And that'll be its turn. Brings us to Zegric.
Swift action, spend a point.
Yep.
And then I'm going to stand still and I'm going to choose my new feat of Rapid Shot.
Rapid Shot.
And I'm going to go for.
Sorry, ignore me.
The
Would you care to
one
explain Rapid Shot for those who are not your new feature? What happens?
So, as a full round attack action, I get to make 2 shots. So this isn't the same as making an extra attack as those who will be able to make extra attacks do. This is basically I get to shoot twice. I take a -2 to hit. So to start with, I'm going to aim for this jobby back here.
Yep.
Do a jobby.
Well, he's not acted yet. That's tactically a smart thing to do.
16 to hit.
That hits.
Flat-footed.
Oh. It's 11 points of damage.
Yep.
It
is still standing.
I'll shoot it again.
Okay.
19 to hit.
That hits.
9 points of damage.
And that is enough. Describes me how you kill this creature.
It's just a pure Legolas moment, isn't it? It's just twang twang. Like, yeah, like you've not seen Legolas, Zegric shoot this fast before, and it is just. Where the fuck did that just suddenly come from? I best
Zegric is a funny looking elf.
Machine gun now. He's a fucking machine gun.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No, I'm done. After it's a full round attack action, and I've used my swift action.
No. 35-foot step?
No, I'm good. There's like a massive meat shield between me and anything that might want to attack me.
Yeah, no, I'm just, it's something you can do, so I am reminding you that you can do it. But it's the lead on, sir.
Okay, so it says now on my character sheet that he gets 4 attacks.
As a full round action, yes.
Yep, which is what I'm gonna do. What did you say? Sorry.
He doesn't need to move.
Yep. So I'm going to attack this one that's just run straight up on the Eidolon first. I'm going to.
So the one to your south, the Eidolon south.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. It is not.
So he's going to go for a bite attack first.
Hits. Minimum
For 7
damage.
points of damage.
Okay.
He's then going to claw at it
Okay. Claw hits.
for 8 points of damage.
Describe your kill.
So he
Hooray.
just he sees it running on him, so he snaps it up, snaps it first, and then just turns around and then rakes its claw straight across its face, like ripping its head in half. And then he's going to turn to the other one that's in front of Argus,
Mhm.
and he's going to attack with his claw with bleed. It's only 11 to hit.
Okay. The 11 does miss.
Okay, so then he's just going to like tail slam it. Don't think he's going to do anything with that.
He also misses. But it was a pretty good round.
Yeah,
Can't argue with that, can you?
Is that a kill?
not.
Brings us to Mortis's turn.
Okay. Move to here.
Okay.
And cast a line. Oh no! Hang on. See if I can draw a line straight through without getting Minato. Hang on.
What is this oh no magic you speak of?
Well, technically, you
Yeah,
can't see
it's gonna
Minato.
blow the back
This
of
is a
Minato's head
point
off.
of order. You cannot
Well,
see
if I
Minato.
can
He is
draw it,
invisible.
just say it's a line. So,
Yeah, you miss him anyway. You'd miss where he was when he disappeared.
okay. I don't know why it's just done that, but yeah. In that case, lightning bolt through these then. So it's going to be. Let's see to see exactly what I need to do.
Is this a touch spell?
No, it just says you release a powerful stroke of electrical energy, deals a d6 per caster level to each creature in its area, sets combustibles on fire, stops at any barrier. It doesn't even say there's a saving throw, but I assume there is.
Bear with me 1 second.
What's the initiative tracking on?
So my suggestion would be, is rather than moving to there, is that you move to there. So you're still on the
Right.
same line.
Yeah.
Yep. Do you want to just click on the spell and I'll have a quick we'll decide what you need to do.
That's not what I meant to do. I meant to click on it.
Yeah, no, but when you click on it, it does that. So yeah, so I get a reflex to take half.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, reflex save is coming.
Remember,
That is an
first,
18.
Ooh.
Which is exactly what it needs.
Bugger.
But unfortunately, it only takes 5 points of damage.
And the other one?
Oh, I see. You're trying to get them both, weren't
Mm.
you? Let me just check that line again. Make sure you're not hitting.
That's clearly hitting Minato. You remember first and second ed lightning bolt
Yeah.
used to bounce off walls, Mark?
Yeah,
I think.
it did,
Is
yeah.
Would unfortunately hit Minato.
In which case, that's it, I'm done. That was pants. Pants use of a lightning
Let me
bolt.
roll. Let me
Sorry,
roll the second reflex save. The second one fails. So it takes the full 10 points of damage.
Mm.
Minato, can I have a reflex save, please?
Oh, I didn't. Oh, sorry. Really sorry.
If anybody's going to get out of the way of it, though, it's probably going to be Minato.
He's natural 20.
Yeah, as you rolled a natural 20 and you're invisible, I will say that you don't need to take any damage for that. And you definitely get out of the way.
Wicked.
For a natural 20. If you rolled anything else, you'd have been taken off.
Does Lewis have
Where's
weighted
Where's
dice?
the initiative tracker gone?
Yeah, it's disappeared for
I've
me as well.
closed it. Give me a second. I will pull it back. No, that's a dice roller. There you go. I will remove that line. And then he needs to take 5 points of damage. Which brings us swiftly on to Argus.
Okay, Argus would like to 5 foot step there
Okay.
And then take another movement to there. So I'm flanking.
Yes, you would take an attack opportunity though if you. So you either take a 5 foot step.
I
Or you
remember.
take a move of action.
That's fine. I'll have my free 5 foot step. Usual situation. Shield up. Long sword over the top.
Yeah.
22.
That is a hit.
Oh,
And would you
damn.
like to describe your kill for me, please?
Yeah, nice and simple. Straight. Well, it would be straight across the throat. In fact, through the throat, but it's enough to actually remove his head slightly, and then he just push his head off his shoulders. And then, can I continue moving then?
Yes.
Yeah. So I would try. Hold up, I'm moving there without counting.
Oh no, because you've taken the 5 foot step.
Oh,
You've committed to doing that. Sorry.
okay,
Well, no,
that's all
carry on
right.
moving, it's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah.
No, you can carry on moving. It's fine. We said we're playing a bit loose, and
So that was a normal step. So if I go another 15, then
Yeah.
so 5, 10, 15 to there.
Okay.
Done.
It's looking a little bit ropey, but let's get the measuring tool. Yeah. So it is going to move up to there.
Mhm.
Lewis, would you like to make an attack opportunity as it's entered your range?
Certainly.
Yeah, that hits.
It's technically sneak attack as well, isn't it?
Yeah, because you are invisible. However, I suspect you're not going to need it. But so describe how you kill this creature as it charges Argus.
God damn it.
As it charges after me, I just stick my foot out and it trips over it and smashes its head into a rock.
Wow.
One round of combat, gentlemen. Very nicely done.
Dastor just sit
didn't get
down
to
and
do
stop
anything.
making a cup of tea because what else is there to do when everyone else does the fighting for him?
One thing I have forgot to say on this, how do we roll advantage on things?
There is no
So
advantage in this, is there? Or is there?
there is. You would just roll it twice.
Oh, okay.
There's no, I don't think there's a short for it. Let me have a quick look on a character sheet.
There's
No,
nothing
thank
I'm
you.
pretty sure you just click it twice. Look at that character sheet. Look at that character sheet. Yeah, I'm pretty. You just roll it twice. There's no like right click hold.
Dastor had it all planned out as well. I was going to whip my crossbow out, try and fire
Oh,
one
I-
off. Didn't
Boy,
matter. Didn't care if I got.
That's how we get cancelled, Lars.
Didn't care if I got my Minato in the back, but he was going to take the shot.
Okay, gentlemen. So
There's a bit of scribbly writing on the screen, just a little bit though, not loads.
There's only a little bit of writing. There's Pelmets Forever and Z Wolf.
Looks like it says
Well,
"End the
I'm not-
hippie" on the left-hand side.
Jesus
And
Christ.
the hippie.
Sir, I told you so.
There's no penises there.
I reckon you could have got a penis out of that scribble somewhere.
The last time you
Sorry.
guys did this, I ended up deleting things off the map.
So I won't do it again. I do apologise.
You won't do it again today.
Only architect able to draw tools for players. If only. Or if there's a clear rule. Oh, no, and there goes Argus.
There goes August.
Went with the 2 teardrops.
Yeah, let's call them teardrops.
Yeah, that's totally what they're like.
It's a prison gang sign.
We can mark up the map with one every time we kill a ghoul.
We should mark up the map every time I kill a ghoul, which will be never.
Right. No. Yes. Wonderful. Okay, so at this point, you have cleared the Hambley farm, and you are relatively certain that it is safe, or as safe as it gets in the area. You do also, I mean, where did you leave Horan and Letty? Did you leave them at the farmhouse, or did you drag them around the?
We took them with us, didn't we?
At the
We took them with us,
farmhouse.
didn't
Far. Oh, I don't. I thought farm. Oh, okay.
We take the girl with us.
I know we definitely took one of them with us because we said we didn't want them turning.
Yeah.
We wanted to end them, didn't we?
And you found
We took the girl
on
with
your
us,
way
I think.
around.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were holding off on healing them to make sure that we weren't going to turn. But we've got a job to do now, haven't we?
I am a turnip.
So, well, this is the question. What is the plan now? So you've cleared the Hambley farm.
Heal
You
her up.
have access to the magical means
Remove disease.
to remove the disease.
But we will need to rest.
Yeah. Back to the farmhouse. Take the survivors. Cure them.
Get
Rest.
the zombies to stand outside on guard.
Do we want me to prepare it twice or not?
We're going to need
I
two.
can only
aren't we?
prepare 2 level 3 spells. So do it twice.
So roll probably Zegric. Roll me a knowledge. DC is not high. Yeah. So you probably got a day's travel to get back to the road, and then you know that the Misgivings or Fossil Manor is probably another 3 miles upstream. So you've got a good. You'll have to rest before you approach Fossil Manor again, anyway.
Yeah.
So that would be the.
Okay,
I'm doing it.
we're in kind of a perfect situation then, aren't we? So we need to rest, and we also got access to 2 of these spells via Dastor. So if all's clear, and not only that, we've got zombie sentries as well, haven't we? So we're sitting pretty as far as.
I could always leave the Eidolon on alert as well. Like,
Yeah.
Sentry.
Yeah, you can prowl around the house.
And a quick
almost
reminder
keep-
as well about healing. Sorry, go on.
no, carry on.
All I was going to say is a quick reminder about healing and Pathfinder. When you get your character levels back on a rest, you need
The mighty beating.
you can use your wand of cure, like wounds healing,
Or some channel
for
to
mass healing or
Um,
channel divinities.
Yeah,
I
I've got
can
5.
heal, yeah.
I've got 5 lay on hands left as well,
So
which
you've
is now
probably got enough
2d6.
resources to manage it.
How
That's
injured are people?
I need
The Eidolon's
5 hit
relative.
points,
I've got.
And
10,
then-
I've taken 10.
and then my natural healing process would cover up the last. Because don't forget, we've all leveled up, so we've gained hit points.
Which you
And
don't.
Tom, I'll get to re-prepare all these spells anyway, so I could just cure. I've got
Yep.
3 cure light wounds, level 2s. I
Yep.
could just cast them around.
You should have more than enough healing to get yourself.
Do you get your
Yeah.
spell slots back on a long rest?
You do.
So if I use my rejuvenate Eidolon another 2 times as well.
So are we long resting then?
You've been at this most of the night, so you're probably going to need some. You're going to need a long rest before
And we don't get our hit points back when we long rest.
you get a 5. You get your
5.
character level and hit points. Yeah, might actually be plus your con mod as well. So it might be 1 plus your con modifier per level, I think it is actually.
Well, just so everybody knows, Dastor's taken 0 points of damage because he's done 0 points of damage. You can't get damaged if you're not in the fight.
Well, if you sit off, just play with your puddings. Be all
Just
right.
having a cup of tea at the back, taking no damage.
Emotional damage.
I only need 5 more hit points to get back up to max, so that's not too
You're
Yeah.
bad.
fine anyway. You're
Snap.
fine.
So I've got
anyway.
3. I've got done 3 cure light wounds. So Sam
don't
needed
think that-
5.
I don't think the Eidolon
Five,
gets any
6,
back
3.
on a long rest.
You are correct. I think you're right about that. The Eidolon doesn't technically rest, I don't think,
Mm-mm.
in the traditional sense.
So if
because you
I'll
do
give
summon
one
it
of
and
these
resummon it,
cure,
don't you?
I'll give one of these cure
Sorry.
light wounds to Sam, 1 to Lewis, and then I'll do cure moderate wounds for you, Mark, because you've got 10 points, haven't you?
Yeah.
Lewis doesn't need it. Lewis gets enough back
Oh,
from the healing on the rest.
So how does it work with the long rest and getting your healing back? Did you say it's your level plus your con modifier?
Yes, you get one. You get one. It's 1 plus your con modifier per level.
Right. Okay. So essentially, because my con modifier is 3,
Yeah.
so it'd be
You get
4
back.
per level.
Actually,
So I'd get 20 back.
Yeah, I don't need anything there, Lars. I'm with this. If I get
Oh,
to have 3 every
If it's like
time,
that, then yeah, I'm fine.
but thank you anyway.
Yeah, sweet. Oh, I
Do you
didn't
know what, like,
put the effect in anyway, so
Your hit
Well,
points
you've got
aren't good
2
enough
very
anymore.
ill people, so.
I was just I hadn't put the effect in on my cure moderate wounds, so it wasn't actually showing up when I casted it. So I've just done that. It was successful, though.
Well, you don't. Divine spells don't suffer from arcane failure. That's wizards and mages and
Yeah.
sorcerers.
All day.
So you're fine to wear like armor and cast, basically. You're good.
Yeah.
I might use a cure light wounds on my Eidolon.
Well, so here's the thing: nobody actually needed any of those cure light and cast. You can take them.
Yeah, nobody needed any of mine, Jake. I was just
But the Eidolon
slapping them
needs it.
out
The
all
Eidolon
over the
does.
place.
Was
Nobody
offering
wanted
left, right, and centre.
it. I couldn't get rid of it. No one wanted me to put my hands on them, did they? I was like, have some of this. Ooh.
It was just a bit short for my liking.
The thing is, I actually have to touch you as well to heal you, so if nobody wanted my hands on him.
There was cuppage.
It's when you see the healer doing this for ages and just looking you up and down, and you're just like, oh no, thanks, mate, I'll be okay.
Joey,
you seen
your
it?
tailor is a bad man.
Have you seen those skits of medieval healers where they're like, a medieval medic comes up to you on the battlefield, he's like, oh, you're missing a leg. I know what to do for that. And he just pisses on it.
Right then, gentlemen. So, what is the plan? That is the question. You've got about a day's travel back to the road. Let me put you on the area map. Let's give you an idea of the score is. Where is the area map? 10 points. Yeah, that's silly.
Can I just clarify with everybody as well? So my level 3 spells, you definitely want remove disease twice. The other 2 I could have is speak with dead, which we already used earlier, and it wasn't that fruitful. And cure serious wounds. The cure serious wounds is okay, but I actually have it already prepared in moderate and light wounds.
Mm.
So I figured just do the remove disease.
Yeah, why not?
I think so, because we're going to need 2 uses of that at least for.
Yeah.
Me and Pete.
Our lovely sidekicks.
Brand stump.
For the side hustle.
Yes. So, as I remember now, last time you all drew on maps, I ended up deleting the Lost Coast Road. And there's no way
Whose
to get that
idea
back.
was it to draw on maps?
It was. I'm sorry. I discovered I could do it, and then it took off.
I'm trying to work out whether Mark was trying to blame somebody else or admit that he did it. It was, I'm sorry. It was like he was going to blame someone else, but no, I can't. It's my fault.
I don't know if it was Mark in that instance. There were other
Just quickly as well.
other offenders for that.
Mm.
Mark, when you were just brushing crumbs off yourself, it looked real dodgy as well.
At least I'm nice and cool.
You got aircon?
Yeah.
Oh man, we might get one. Might get it for the
It was-
like 1
It
week
was
a
like
year.
320 quid, but it was so worth it. It's very loud. I mean,
Is
like,
it?
it's like a fan plus a fridge noise.
Yeah.
But it's, it's nice and cool in it. That's all I give
Yeah.
a shit about.
It's
I
so hot
can
in here. I'm gonna open
sleep.
the door.
I don't have to turn myself into a donkey or try and hang off the ceiling upside down.
Go and settle down.
Okay, so I assume you can all see the area map of the Sandpoint Hinterlands.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you are currently on the on Argus' token where you are. And I
Okay.
have just added the main location of Foxglove.
Oh,
I've just
Foxglove
revealed that to
Manor's
you.
right on the coast. Then I didn't realise it was so far.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
while we're resting, have the Guffmans recovered sufficiently?
So they are still. Actually, that's a good. One moment. Because you have rested, they have some checks to make.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, oh
Bum,
dear.
bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
I've got to cast this remove disease on him yet as well.
Maybe you should ask him really nicely.
Can I put my hands on you?
Hey, my mother-in-law.
Let me just tickle you a little bit.
I'm trying to get rid of a disease.
I know what we can do.
Okay.
Have you ever been tickled from the inside? Stop touching me, Elmo.
So you get up in. So as you you start to get yourself together. I don't know if you've got a. I assume you're in the barn and not the house because the house was a mess. Bit of gory scene.
Whatever's more comfortable.
I've sent the Eidolon in to eat it all.
Charming.
I mean, it would. He definitely
no,
do
yeah.
bit of waste disposal.
Mm-hmm.
He's literally eaten worse.
Bunchings and crunchings.
So, it appears that the Guffmans look paler and significantly sweatier, much more than they did yesterday.
I'd like to do an ECG.
They're looking quite cardiac.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ascertain if the ghoul fever's too advanced there?
Ghoul
Jack.
fever.
No, it's only a 9.
Can I roll
Yeah,
a heal check?
You're not sure, but you might refer to your friend who actually rolled very well on the checks prior on Ghoul Fever. Yeah. So
Can I
It
almost
can
be
be-
a bit of a stealth position, Tom? So if one of them just start to turn and we're not happy, I can literally just dispatch of it very quickly.
Yep. You certainly can. However, Dastor, you know that Ghoul Fever can be removed by magical means up until the point where they turn into ghouls, and they are not, although they are close.
Dastor would turn to everyone and be like,
Leave it to me.
tell Minato, stand down. They can still be saved. Because this guy's knife to the back of their head, probably.
I'll let the Eidolon.
Is that an actual cat?
It sounded real
is it?
catty, but it was a bit loud.
Yeah.
I'll let the Eidolon prepare as well, just in case it needs to jump on one of them.
Does that mean you'll be casting remove disease on then? Dastor?
Yes. So you must make a caster level check of 1d20 plus your caster level against the DC of each disease affecting the target. So I don't know what the DC is.
I do. But to roll a cast level check, do you know where it says Cleric 5? No spell casting chart table thing.
Yeah.
You can click that and it should make a caster level check for
Sweet.
you. Okay.
Schwing.
Oh, one of them's not looking too good, boys. So what I'd do is I'd rub my hands over one and be like, yeah, this one should be okay. And then as I'm doing the other one, I'd be looking up at Minato and just like shaking my head. Like, oh.
Which one? Who has gets successful in the husband of the wife, Letty or Letty or
Why?
Holly?
Because she's been along with us for longer.
Yeah.
She survived. I mean, husband, God bless.
Okay.
Sorry, dude. We tried.
I think personally, kill the woman because he's going to be nagging us all the way back because of the
Again, Dastor goes, stand down, Minato. She's saved already.
I'm gonna go and eat the shizzle of life.
Okay. So you get the sense that you are successful at removing the gall fever from Letty as her skin, her skin becomes less pallid. The bags underneath her eyes kind of disappear.
Can we not help him at all for his spell casting?
Oh yeah, well, it was an 8, so it depends. What's the DC of the thing?
Oh,
I actually can't tell you that bit.
Oh.
Would guidance in this case or bless?
Also, Tom, did you put this on the map? Tom's Pleasure Palace.
No, I did not.
What was that? Oh, Tom's Pleasure Palace with a little elliptical PP.
None of that is me. But I noticed it whilst you were telling me. I was curing that one.
Yeah, the colour of the PP suggests it was Lars.
This is I'll show you my colour. Mine's purple. This colour.
So you said it'd be guidance that would help with that.
I'm just checking now.
I can't do guidance.
It's not
myself.
necessarily.
Guidance is +1.
I've got guidance. I could.
Yeah, no, it would be guidance.
Can I guide myself? Guide one and
You can
the
only
other.
receive guidance from one source, and I'm going to tell you need one source.
Yeah, well, I don't think it'd be enough anyway. Would it on an 8?
No.
Oh,
However,
I'm sorry, Lars.
would you have cast Lesser Restoration?
What, to keep him going?
Yeah, the night before, because they make the check as they sleep.
I had prepped lesser restoration as well.
Oh, you ma!
You just don't like me.
I will let you retroactively cast it, which will change his role. Because we're not familiar with the system, so I will give you a little bit of leeway if you wanted to have cast Lesser Restoration on the night.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah. Magical effects reduce the subject's ability scores.
Because you can effectively heal the con damage that the fever does to him. So you could, which might change his modifier.
It'd be easier to save him.
Yeah.
I've clicked it, but it's not done the 1d4. Should I just put 1d4 into effects?
Yes. Yeah. Or just type /r space 1.
Sex we.
Or should I just press 1d4?
Yeah.
Two.
Okay, so that is enough that he does not continue to deteriorate, so he stays in the same condition as he was in yet.
Well, that's positive at least.
There's nobody out.
Have a look real quick. So, with that information in hand, what is the plan for today? So Lost Coast Road loops. It's missing, I know, but it loops the south of the Brine Stump Marsh, then loops kind of this way across the road, and then between the mountains.
That'll take us to Foxglove Manor.
It won't take you to it. It's the road. You'd need to leave the road about there, and from there it's about 3 miles. So you could do that easily, but you've got it's
about
about
how many miles? Sorry, Tom.
3 miles from the road, and the road kind
From
of
the road.
stops looping there and heads between the mountains.
So how far along the road would we have to travel?
So the road loops here. Kind of try to ping it in a path.
Yeah.
I'll put freehand pen with me.
I mean, is there no way we can take like a boat or something down the river to it? Would that be quicker?
Like that. If you can find a boat, yeah.
Has anyone got summoned boat? Could we string the zombies together as a raft?
But you know it's going to take you about a day to get back to the road. Once you're on the road, it's probably a little bit easier traveling. But you estimate with your knowledge of locality, it's going to take you about 2 days to get there, give or take.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we have got time to spare, haven't we?
I mean, that was our
Yeah.
destination, wasn't it? Our second destination.
I believe.
Yes.
Is
so then
sorry, it was just about the male farmer. Obviously, he's Letty's healed. You said he's like a bit more stable. Is he still like unwell though? Like in terms of like, is he able to walk?
So he hasn't deteriorated any further. Has been walking with assistance.
Yeah.
But between you all and now a rejuvenated Letty, you would find. Thank you, darling. You would, he's not going to hinder you down.
No, I was just thinking in terms of maybe Addam would go out to the barn and think like he'd maybe just try and like fashion together like some wooden planks into a bit of a sled.
Okay.
And use some bits of like rope and stuff to bind stuff together to see if he could make a bit of a harness for basically the Eidolon to pull along.
Smash down one of the doors, wrap the rope round, like like in Band of Brothers, and then just drag him along on the door.
So, do you have a craft skill? Do you have craft at all?
I've got wood shape. I can shape any wood into it, but I'd not prepared it, sadly.
No, have you got a craft?
I do have craft skill.
Is it? Yeah. Do you have ranks in it? You don't need ranks in it. But...
no, I've not got any ranks in it, but I've got a total of 2.
I've got craft skill as well.
I've got a tick in the box.
But
I like the idea. I like the idea. So here's what I'm going to give you. You can roll a craft check.
Yeah.
And I'll let
you guide him.
Yeah, you can have guidance, and then if someone wants to make a knowledge engineering check, and somebody else, you've got a craft. Is yours craft woodwork or something, Sam?
No, so I've got craft bows, which is my strongest skill, or I've got profession woodcutter.
Go with profession woodcutter.
Oh fuck!
and we'll take an average of the 3.
If we really want to make
I
it
rolled
easy, why
really,
don't we just
really well.
chop his legs off and carry him? That'd be fine. Less weight.
I mean, he can walk, but
I don't have a profession surgeon, Lou.
okay.
I think
Uh,
Adam's just trying to. Adam's just trying to save him getting like completely whacked. Like he knows that he's already been tired and it's been a bit it's been a bit arduous for him, and I mean, it's a good thing.
And the
to
idea
help
that
little folk out.
rest might help is definitely a good one. So I mean, there's enough. Like I said, you could just rip the doors off. It's nothing particularly fancy. It's not amazing, but it will save him from what he managed to fashion. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Dastor's
I'm
also
get-
going to make a cup of tea for Minato to try and distract him from his bloodlust. Just keep
I'm
him
get-
keep him off the scent for 5 minutes.
I'm gonna sum. I'm gonna.
I'll make him a cup of catnip.
I'm gonna
Mine,
call
but
the call the Eidolon over, and I'm gonna start like fastening the rope around the Eidolon to kind of make a bit of a harness.
Yeah, I mean, you can probably find some leather straps. You know, there's some leather knocking about. And, you know, as far as probably find like a leather apron that you can cut and turn into leather strips to make a harness out of and stuff.
We're all carrying leather straps, aren't we?
That's what she
I'm
said.
pretty sure the farmer's wife's packing something upstairs. We're going to find something in the drawers.
Let's
Hey,
go
well,
have a look.
you don't know what was taken because you never asked the dead guy. They might
Yeah,
have taken whatever she was packing. You never know.
God damn
My
it.
underpants are
What-
so
what are-
big.
What a dirty bitch!
Okay, so you've got a
Another
cart to
one?
drag them along. So what is the plan? Are you going straight to the road and then straight to Fox? You know, you're going to be camping. You're going to be the end of the day, if you like. You're going to be ready for rest as such when you hit the road.
Are we
and
only
it's gonna
having
take
one
you-
long rest here, yeah?
You've
just
had
had it.
one. You'll get a second when you hit the road.
Sweet.
And you can probably
Don't take
choose to
into the-
take the third before you
gonna
hit Fox
say.
Leather, if you so wish.
I guess the realism of it is at the moment we're concerned about the fact that there's more risk of demon incursions, aren't we? And that people are still trying to summon demons. So we probably do need to be moving and probably still trying to get to the bottom of what's cracking off. Do we think this isn't the sanatorium, is it? The sanatorium's further up the coast in a different direction, isn't it?
Yeah, so
Already-
both
we've
the
already cleared
sanatorium
Habe's
and
sanatorium.
Sandpoint are north.
Yeah, so,
So if
but
you wish
we're
to escort these people back to town, you've got to go 3 days north, 3 or 4 days north by the road.
okay, but we're feeling like our next venture where we need to go and get stuff achieved is towards the manor.
Foxglove Manor, yeah. Or the misgivings, yeah.
Let's go to the Foxglove Manor then, because I guess the other thing is if we can heal Letty and what's his face on the way. Letty's already healed, but if we can heal him, then potentially we can send them on their way anywhere from the road.
You know
Give
enough.
him another
you know,
go.
there are
Dave look after the
patrols on the-
NPCs, whatever you do.
so you might find
Don't let Dave look after the NPCs.
if you send them north towards Sandpoint, they may well run into a patrol. You know that Hemlock's got patrols out looking for goblins and such. So
Plus, we can't
But
grow
yeah.
we can't grow attached to NPCs. Post-traumatic stress syndrome.
hang on. Dave isn't the dungeon master here.
That's true.
And this
But
is
the-
Pathfinder.
but-
It's
but
20
the-
times worse.
The damage is the damage is already done.
Okay.
Yeah, go on.
So, I would like a survival check, a group survival check, if you will. Or, you know, so it's one. I want one. It'll be one check that people can assist with.
Oh,
So
God.
you need to nominate one person to make the main check. Then
Not me.
Everybody else can make the
I'll do it.
assist.
What we roll in nature.
I mean,
Wait,
the
wait,
Eidolon's
Mark.
got a
Wait,
7
Mark.
in it.
We're looking
Oh,
for season
fine.
best survival first.
That's
Ah, it's
Minato, isn't it?
survival. Yeah, it's not going to be me.
Minato, yeah.
And the assists to get the assist, which is a +2 bonus, you need to beat DC 10.
Can I take 10 minutes?
A survival check for traversing. It's
No, I failed. I'm not assisting. I haven't rolled
Oh.
higher than a 6 since that initiative roll.
Right. So
So
Minato was the
15.
roller. So you've got 15,
21 altogether by the looks of it.
17, 19, 21. Yeah.
Wahoo.
So you make good time to the road. So I assume you relatively straight line it back to the road.
Yeah.
Traversing the road is quicker.
Yes.
But what I will say is, you get to the road and you think you've probably got another hour or two's walking because of, that's a pretty good check for an area that you're pretty familiar. You've got a local in the party and such. So you've got another couple of hours of travel on the road should you choose to take it. If you want to make some progress towards the map.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Do it.
Okay, cool. So we'll
Do
say you
it.
kind of stop further down the road there, make camp for the evening. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless there's anything that anyone wants to do, it's time to make another. And you have 2 third level spells. Lars.
Just 2, yeah.
So you
Should
have
we
2
give him another go?
opportunities. Yeah, you have 2 opportunities to get rid of the disease.
Right then, Dastor's going to rub his hands together. Does somebody want to give me a bit of guidance?
Okay.
Somebody
Hang on,
give him
yeah.
guidance.
You can give yourself
Yeah.
a bit of guidance.
I just want
Just
Jake.
go the cleric.
So Addam will place his hand firmly on Dastor's derriere.
Would you like
That's what's
to?
good.
Would you like to make a will save to negate that?
I like to make a weird noise if that's all right with you.
Say that again. I will say for
Would you like
what?
to make a will save to negate the guidance?
Yeah.
Technically, you
Don't.
can. I mean,
He's leading you up a path, Lars. Don't listen to the nasty man.
I've got this cobbleweed tea that's a drug. If I drink that, will that affect my ability to cast this spell and make it any
yeah,
better?
it'll make you go to sleep.
Oh, okay, we'll not do that.
You'll probably go to sleep.
So, cast a level check, please.
We're off to sunny Spain.
Okay. So, in your first casting of disease, you get the sense that it has failed. It has not.
Even with the guidance. Right, he's going to rub his
Why
hands
is
a
he
bit
rolling
more.
caster level checks, Tom?
So, you roll
That's
a
what it
cast level
says, yeah.
check against a DC of the disease affecting the target.
Oh,
Complete
right, it's because it's a
DC.
disease. Okay, that's fine.
It's 1d20 plus cast to level.
Yeah, so it's 1d20 plus 5.
Yeah.
Oh my god, terrible.
That with the guidance, just
We'll do
what
it.
you needed. Just.
Sweet.
That's
Dastor's
So-
going
and
to
shaggy.
wipe sweat off his brow and be like, finally, guys, I've not failed the team. It's only took me 3 casts.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got the first one. You got the first one off.
Yes,
First one was
monkey.
It makes
and
Jasper
Horace.
creepy as well because he saved the female with absolute ease. Then it came to the guy and it took him 3 goes. It's like he didn't want to save him.
Now the other thing I didn't do was roll his
Cheesecake.
tiny. So he was actually already starting to look a bit better, actually.
That's
Almost as
good.
if he made his second success against one.
Against cheese. Don't cheese me.
So the Guffmans are very grateful for your assistance and are looking around. So where are you going now? Because I
Go
mean,
back to the town, mate.
I think it might be better if we go back to Sandpoint. Is there anything you'd like
Right,
us to pass on? Because I would assume that you've not discussed what's going on with, per se.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it worth sending a message back to Hemlock just to inform where we're going?
I think that's not a bad shout.
Yeah.
And to be fair, it might mean that he can send some extra
Reinforcement.
support.
Yeah, if it's a TPK, we can roll new characters at some point. At least we can carry on where we left off.
And make weird noises.
We could do without that, and we can all live without that. Just throw that out there.
What
Do
the
they
weird
have none of them,
noises?
Tom, that they can pay us with for curing them?
They have nothing on. No, they were stripped of all their worldly possessions. In fact, they don't even have any food.
They got shoes.
I mean, yeah, they're clothes.
Fucking hell, Louis.
Jesus
Wow, they're
Christ.
wearing the scarecrow outfits, so they're not even wearing normal clothes. They're wearing those kind of scarecrow.
Do they have shoes?
Now they
Um,
don't.
Actually, reminds me,
Dastor's going to make them both a cup of tea.
got some art to hand out.
Any sausages?
I think.
This is what
Actually, I
happens
haven't
when I don't have alcohol when I'm playing D&D. I get really... I want to destroy everything.
I know I
New
do.
Shoes. Embrace the chaotic.
So
I'm too lawful good.
No, not yet. I have given you the one we've given you so far. Do apologise. Got you all excited there for no reason.
Oh man.
Oh. Yeah, so send them back with our blessings. Tell Hemlock we're going to Foxglove Manor. We're continuing the investigations.
Okay.
Are we sure they'll be safe on the way back?
I mean, you know that there are guard patrols out patrolling the Lost Coast.
So this should be okay.
So that there's a fair to middling chance that they'll encounter. But you do know it's kind of 2 to 3 days travel, and they don't have any rations.
Oh, so give him some rations, yeah. Dastor will give. He's got 5 trail rations left. He's going to give them 1 each, and 10 tea bags apiece. So I'll just correct my backpack now.
no.
10 tea bags apiece. Cross a lot.
How many tea bags?
I'll chip in 10 gold to give them as well.
That puts me down to 114 tea bags, guys. So we are getting a bit
It's getting there.
tenuous.
Yeah.
Getting a bit dangerous.
We might have to hit a shop or something at some point.
That 10 gold that Argos should get to him, I picked it out with a sleight of hand of 34.
Minato's robbed him. Robbed him fly. Jesus.
I'm looking down all the
Damn it,
handouts and I can't find a new one. I found loads of handouts.
No. So there isn't a new one. I was mistaken. There isn't one. Just yet.
No.
I do apologise.
My dad was having a look for it.
Oh.
It wasn't there.
Oh no, that's for later. Never mind. No, I thought there was one. I thought I should have given.
You've done it again. He's Jim Bowenders a second time. Son of-
Oh, super smashing, marvellous.
You did us dirty.
Dastor's going to give them both some torches and some bread as well.
Some torture.
Not torches, just torch. Torch. Just says,
That makes that, yeah,
Torches.
that's more.
Yeah.
I'm not Minato.
I need to
They're
go
not
and set
really
fire
needed,
to
are
the
they?
Weebles. I'll be back very soon.
Set fire to the Weebles.
I need to make more Dune references.
What layer have I put?
I'm sure if you ask him, do you know the name of the Jew Messiah?
Yeah. What's Paul Atreides also go by? The Quasi-Haderach, the Mahdi, the Lysan Al-Gaib.
Dennis.
I always thought, like, he's made this whole Dune universe, and then he's called the main character Paul.
So Max has got a Dennis teddy. It's his favourite teddy. It's the proper Minecraft wolf as well.
All right.
He won it when we went to Centre Parks on one of the grabbing machines. Proper
I didn't
official
think you could actually win
Minecraft teddy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought
And he made a
no
little
one ever won
out of
anything on
his
those
shoebox
things.
and stole some real dog biscuits from his granny's house to feed it.
I'm just getting a sweet treat, guys. Do I get a whisper or a twirl?
Twirl.
Well, kind of guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
twirl, I think. Dave,
No, they whisper.
Although they will absolutely melt in this weather, so
Yeah, unless it's a Whisper
Yeah.
Gold Bar, then fill your boots.
Oh,
And he
yeah.
bought me some
So-
Tim Tams back from Australia.
What are they?
Yeah, they're like
The-
popping
the-
penguins, aren't they?
Basically, Aussie penguins.
Huh.
However, I'd have to say the ones that I've had are probably more elite than a penguin. It's a caramel, like she bought caramel ones back, and they literally have like just a really nice chewy caramel layer in the middle of them.
Don't
Nice.
they put something in the chocolate over there as well to stop it melting?
I don't know.
I heard that. I don't know if it's just like harder or something.
That's what she
probably
said.
LSD. They're all a bit nuts.
Never said that to me. Softer every year.
Right then, gentlemen. So as you're making progress across down the Lost Coast Road, I'm going to ask for another knowledge local check as you're kind of talking back and forth between yourselves about what you may or may not know about Foxglove Manor. So again,
Individual
highest
or-
person with the highest rules, and then it will be everyone else who has knowledge local.
Yeah, that's Zegric.
To support.
No, I
Not
think Minato's got the higher
I've
knowledge
got
rate. Mine's 6.
They were both 6.
Oh. Okay. Being a local, would it reduce the DC for me?
Maybe.
Should I do it then and you
If
guys
you're
support?
lucky.
Yeah.
Can I have some guidance?
Roger.
So is it a +1 guidance?
Yeah.
Guidance equals one.
24 before you add anything
Okay.
else.
Okay, so Minato assists, so that's +2. 25. Does anyone
Yeah,
else have?
Can I assist as well with Adam, please?
Do you have knowledge local?
I do. It's a 6 as well.
Go for it.
10.
It's enough. You only need a 10 to assist.
Which means I rolled a 4.
28 so far.
20,
We know.
Yeah, 28. Yeah.
We
Is there
know
anyone else
shit.
who has knowledge local? That's all. You got it ticked.
Negative.
Negative. Is that a negatory from Dave as well?
Hmm.
I want to say Mark has.
You even need it
Please.
ticked, or you need a skill point, don't you? Because I think we went with skill.
Yes.
For me.
Yeah, you can put a rank in it. Yeah, that's true.
That either.
Sorry.
Spoken.
Mark, do you have any ranks in knowledge local?
I don't know.
That noise
Social ability
scared me.
ranks? No, I don't. No.
Okay.
I mean, 28, pretty damn good.
It is. You're right. Almost like
It's
a
not
table of
good.
information to give you.
I never ate them beans.
I'll tell you what. 3 of you that don't have it can roll it untrained. And if your average is above a 10, I'll give another +2 assist. How about
There's a reason.
Even
for
if you
this.
don't have it, yeah?
that? Yeah,
What's
so
that? Sorry.
18,
Woo!
30,
2 passes.
18, 30. So
Go on,
the
Mark.
average is already going to
Here we
be
go.
10.
Dastor's always scraping the barrel.
I
So
rolled a
36
one, I
divided
think.
by 3.
That's the
So your
one.
average is 12.
Another +2.
So I'll give you the +2. So
Nice.
read you the information that you know. So Foxglove Manor is over 80 years old and has been the seat of the Foxglove family for the whole time. Some sort of tragedy struck the family a few decades ago, and nobody's lived there since. Common rumour holds that the place is haunted. So I suggest that is probably what Mortis, Argus, and Dastor would do.
Yeah. I'm alone.
Yeah, we knew it was haunted. We know that Alder Foxglove moved in recently.
Yes. So the others. So this probably mostly coming from Zegric, with a bit of
Spukage.
addition from Minato and from Addam, and also Argus, because you rolled an 18 on that. To be fair. As you know, it was originally built by Vorel Foxglove, a merchant prince from Magnamar. He and his family lived there until the entire family perished from disease. The surviving Foxgloves of Magnamar shunned the place for 40 years until Traver Foxglove, who is Alduin Fox's father, returned, moved back in.
I guess it's a bit interesting to know why he moved back in.
He then abandoned it, and his son Foxglove was sent away to be raised by the other side of the family, if you like. Was sent to Varizia and was raised there, and he recently returned to live in the manor and the townhouse in Magnamar that he also owns. But he has had a very difficult time hiring builders and workmen in order to help restore it, as it has abandoned. It has aged and is
Dilapidated.
somewhat decrepit. Yeah,
And
dilapidated.
it's like
That's
5 days away from civilization.
Civilization, baby. Quiet.
yeah, but it is very isolated. In fairness,
It's sounding like Haunting of Hill House.
Varizia, Tom. Did you say
Yep.
Varizia?
Yep.
Why does that sound familiar to me? But I don't think it's relevant to this campaign so far.
it's not relevant to the campaign so far. It is. It's another kingdom.
Yeah.
I think it's to the east.
Okay.
It's not
Name
one
that
I've
right
heard
now.
of yet.
Yeah, I think it's my knowledge of the Pathfinder world rather than campaign.
Okay. When you were just saying I'm ever so sorry. I got me fan because I'm melting.
No?
It is Alder Foxglove that returned, and when you were mentioning him,
So originally, his father returned and tried to restore it.
travel, yeah,
Yeah, he then passed.
yeah.
And then Alduin was sent off to Varizia.
It was
and
Alder.
Yeah,
Okay,
whom
gotcha.
you've met.
Right.
Until he returned, there was a caretaker in place whom you believe you found with the key, Roger's Cranesby.
Yeah.
And he used to go 3 days. He used to go every so often to air it out from Sandpoint. He would travel from Sandpoint to and would air out the manor.
Okay.
Was the caretaker called Frank Bryce?
No, his name was Roger's Cranesby. You've met his dead corpse, reanimated dead corpse.
We have.
So you also know that obviously, and you've already worked this bit out, that it is known as the Misgivings by some locals, particularly the ones. It has a bad reputation, sightings of strange lights in the attic windows, muffled sounds of screaming above and below, and even rumours of a huge bat-winged devil living in the caves below the manor. Trevor Foxglove was found dead in the manor by his own hand, and his wife, Cyrayli, was found dead, burnt and dashed on the rocks below the cliffs behind the house.
Yeesh.
Oh, he wasn't sent to Varizia. You're in Varizia. He was sent to Corvusa. So Varizia is actually where Sandpoint is. Do apologise.
Oh.
I've got those two mixed up in my head. And then the last piece of information that I think does come from Zegric and Zegric alone, and these are whispered rumors, that the Foxgloves as a family have traditionally been associated with Brothers of the Seven, a secretive gentleman's club based in Magnum, consisting of merchants mostly. Rich merchants, or, depending on who you talk to, thieves.
Ah.
God knows how
So-
Zegric knows that, but you know,
Rumours.
Yeah.
Probably just heard it rumours in taverns.
So kind of a Masons type deal.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
7 would coincide with Sahedron as well.
Hedron.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay. So you get to the point where, so you know as well, if you follow the river from the road, that will take you pretty much directly to the manor. There's no road as such, it's over, kind of been walked.
Is it
No, he wants to
down
go there.
by the river?
Down, down, down.
Well, actually, it goes up.
up by the river.
Okay. As there are caves and rocks below, so it's almost on like a cliffside, like a sheer cliffside.
So from the whispered reports, we've got a bat-winged creature in the caves underneath, or actually Foxglove Manor would be the two choices from my perspective. Manor first?
Yeah, I was thinking
Cave
about
second?
cave.
Cave first?
Which is
The reason-
nearer.
The reason I'm thinking caves is, do they go up into the manor? They're not
Nice.
knocking at the front door.
Yeah.
Or does the mana go down into the caves, Sam?
You're basically thinking
Do-
this is Batman, aren't you? We're going to take out Batman and go raid his house.
I want it to be Batman.
Or Man
Can you-
Bat.
Or Man
Can you
Bat,
ima-
yeah.
Can you imagine that? Session 28, the party kills Batman.
Where's the catnip?
Yeah.
Oh,
Caves?
where's
No,
my,
not the
where's my
party.
notebook? Where's my notebook for my
Minato
campaign?
kills Batman.
Okay. I think the consensus was caves then.
Gave it up.
Caves.
That would, yeah, because I'm thinking that might gain us access into the manor.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah,
So-
why not? That'd be nice.
It would
Is
be
it
a
easy to
roll
get to the
involved
caves?
because the caves as such, you don't know if there's a direct path to. None of you have ever been down this way. The information you have is only based on rumours and hearsay. So you would need to
Maybe
get
we do
closer
do
to
the
the
house
manor
first.
and then try and it'd be some kind of check to see if you.
Yeah, Dastor's
Where's-
not willing to fall off a mountain, off a cliff. Sorry.
Or just follow the river down and then walk along the beach.
I
Yeah.
think it's like a cliff edge, is it?
Yeah, so you know
Would
enough
it be
about
like
the
a
local
nature or a
geography to
geography
know.
or something? You should be able to know how a cave would be there, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
If
so
only
I think there's
somebody
only one-
had knowledge geography.
Well, I may have knowledge geography.
I don't.
Oh, hello.
We'd hope the
I
player
do,
who
I
is a
do.
geographer has knowledge geography. So you know enough about the coastline around here. The manor itself is situated at a cliff edge, and the caves would be in the sides of the cliff. So it would be a case of rappelling down off the cliff,
Or climbing up.
or well, yes, but it goes up, so the land takes you up. There isn't a beach as such. You would have to basically
Swim and
wade
then
the
climb.
river. Yeah.
Listen. I think August at this point would be campaigning again for the manor first. It's the safer of the two options.
Yeah.
It's there. It's in front of us, and it's
I think in
no
my
danger.
head, I pictured it differently. So I imagine
Consider-
cliff, beach, cave.
Right.
I think it's just cliff.
So you just walk
sea.
in and then hopefully make your way up. But now Tom's made it more clearer that it's more cliff. There's the water line, cliff, caves up here somewhere. So yeah,
Considering
yeah, go for it.
considering
Tell you
Dastor is vertically challenged, he doesn't want to do much climbing either.
Me, there is.
Yeah, climbing
Go-
smells.
don't read too much into this artwork because these, I'm gonna show you a piece of artwork. The reason I haven't given it to you prior is because it shows something that isn't going to happen, and I don't want you to read too much into it. If that makes sense.
Do you like a bit of
I'm going to read
artwork?
so much into this artwork.
I like beans myself. I do enjoy a nice bean.
So
Read me
as
what
you,
Tom said. Like I
so
feel
if
like
you're
it's
going,
code.
if you're going towards the manor, is that the?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So as you approach this, minus the creatures in the foreground, is what you see.
That's a cool picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it bigger.
Daddy.
If you play with it,
See? This is like something straight out of Strahd. So the two are, the PTSD is compatible.
yeah,
Let's
It's very
Death
much
House.
haunted house, isn't it?
nothing
I'm
bad
not-
happens in Strahd.
I'm
Nothing
not.
bad.
I'm not going in. You can't make me.
We can not only that, we can make you do things.
Yeah.
Not the baby.
Is
Okay,
there
so-
go on? Sorry.
No. Please ask a question before we.
Is there a well in front of the house?
Well, there is
Hey.
actually. There's a well there. So let me just. What have I done with?
I think we should help those ghouls carry that carpet out of the well because they look like they're struggling.
You'll offer them a hand for the right price.
Zoom out. Grab all of your tokens.
Mock's trying to summon Satan.
Again, not another one.
Or
Another
nothing.
one.
In the eye, though, again. Sorry.
One of the
Okay,
memes of the
so-
century. Not another one.
So I'll ask you from refraining, moving around the map too much.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
It's... Gotcha.
Whilst
Tom's
I
face, you're in
read
the
you a
way.
little bit descriptive. So, as you approach, you kind of follow the stream up.
Hell yeah.
It almost seems as if nature herself is sick and twisted. Nettles and thorns grow prominent. Trees are leafless and bent, and the wind seems unnaturally cold and shrill as it whistles through the cliffside crags. The path slowly rises, bending around a steep corner in the cliffs, and then Vauxhall Manor looms at the edge. The strangely cold sea wind rises to a keening shriek as Foxglove Manor comes into view. The place has earned its local nickname, the Miskiggan, as well. It almost appears to loathe its perch high above the ocean, as if the entire house was poised for a suicide. The roof sags in many places, mould and mildew cake the crumbling walls. Vines of a diseased-looking grey wisteria strangle the structure in several places, hanging down over the precipitous cliff edge, almost like tangled braids of hair. The house is crooked, gables angling sharply and breached in at least 3 places, hastily repaired by planks of sodden wood. Chimneys rise from various points among the rooftops, leaning like old men in a stall, and grinning gargoyle faces leer.
It's a shame about that wisteria, because wisteria is quite a nice plant.
Can I roll a perception check so you can tell me more about the house?
Or your perception check, and then you can ask me what you want.
No. I mean, why would you want to fix it up? It doesn't even sound like a fixer up. It's one of them where you look and go, "Oh, burn it."
Yeah. Kill it with fire. Oh.
Wait.
If
Actually, I really like it. I'd love to live there.
Can I tap into my detect evil. Just to see. I mean, it's a 60-foot range. I would, if it's okay with you, Dungeon Master, as I'm approaching, I would kind of tap into it almost constantly until I have to concentrate on something else, just to see if I get any sense of anything.
So what I will give you is, as you say, there is a range for like specific targeted against creatures.
Yeah.
There's a very, very evil feeling in the air.
Okay. If I do try and concentrate onto any particular features as we're passing the trees, passing the what looks like a sort of a henge on the outskirts or anything like that, do I
graveyard?
get a ping?
Only graveyard?
Ping.
It seems to be coming from the house itself. Is what
Okay.
It's not specific, but it's
Yeah.
almost emanating from the house.
I will do
Okay.
the same with detect magic, Tom.
Same kind of thing with magic. There's magic in the air, but no distinct sources as such.
Okay.
So no HP or daddies.
So combat positions, gentlemen. Let's
What's this thing
approach.
here? Do we want to see what this Stonehenge thing is before we go to the house, or just go straight to the house?
We can have a look on the way past, can't we?
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, roll me
That's
a
awesome.
percentage check.
A perception
Percentage?
check.
Perception, yeah, percentage. Sorry,
Percentage.
And the Eidolon
I was looking
support
for it
with
as well. Oh, Dastor's absolutely killed it.
nailed it. So, and you also get, because this is a building, you also get your bonus from stonework.
Yeah, boy.
Bit of
So-
stone put in.
But you absolutely, so this looks to be ruins. Like, looks like it. You've been around enough kind of rich. You've been in cities. You've seen this kind of stuff. These are servants' quarters. So, there's a well. That seems to drop into water, but it's quite dark down there, so it's difficult to see. But yeah, it just looks like a ruined service quarters. I'll give you the little spiel with it if you want.
Always paid for it.
Yeah. It's impossible to tell how many floors the outbuilding that stood here once had.
That's a blob, see. It's not
All
me.
that remains are sooty, scorched stones at its foundation. To the east, a 4 foot wide stone well sits partially collapsed in the corners.
Okay. Cautiously continue forwards towards the house, towards the front door, please.
I
Okay.
appear to be able to move Dastor and everything's black.
You can move me. We're all
Yeah,
moving
hang
forward
on.
anyway.
Hang on.
Dastor's
I'm
happy
not.
to take the
I'm
lead.
not
It
there.
shouldn't be black. You should be able to see the. That's interesting.
I can move the
It is
Eidolon as
daytime.
well.
You shouldn't be able to move the lead bar. Don't know how that's happened. That's the
Stop
wrong
touching
side.
my Eidolon.
I'm
Right, can
fondling it
everyone
big
see?
times now.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can move Minato. I'm gonna
Mark,
put
are
him
you
over to
zoomed
the
out enough? Because you might only be looking at a blacked out part of the map. Is my first question.
Well, I've got bits on there. Dastor's on my screen again.
All
Yeah,
on your screen, mate.
But is it just black behind him?
yeah.
Bear with me. Let me find your token. Can we not
Throw
move
the
tokens? Just
Eidolon
ones
off the cliff.
No, not my
That's
Eidolon.
Addam, which makes the other one. You see anything? Dynamic lighting, vision off. That'll be why. There we go. Save settings. Can you see stuff now, Mark?
I can see me, but it's
Can you
I'm still
see-
on the I'm still on the black screen.
Have you tried zooming out?
Just done that, and that just makes everything smaller.
That's what she said.
Why can't you see? Let's try this. Save settings.
Now I
see
can
now?
see.
Okay, cool. Why you can't see and everybody else can? I don't know how their tokens are set up in comparison to. Ah, yeah. Okay, cool. But why though? Because they've got night vision. It's not night. Light effects on this. Oh, again, because the maps came preset up, I'm probably missing something. So, but you can see now, and that's the main thing. So,
Yeah.
you're going to approach the manor. You have appears to be the option of 2 sets of double doors.
Ooh.
Does anyone look like the main entrance?
I'll roll Dastor's perception check on. This looks to be the main entrance.
Let's move up on that one, I guess.
Sorry, I'm just an absolute prick. I can't help it.
Is it you that's moving me?
Right.
You're
Hang on.
putting me at the back again.
I'm sorry.
I can stop that from happening. Bear with me. But this is because I was using your character sheet.
Eidolon's back in the sea.
Can
I didn't
people
do
stop
that.
putting him in the sea?
Right. Putting a stop to this.
Stop letting them touch my token.
It's like
Edit.
herding
Right.
cats,
All
isn't it?
players.
It really
Zombies
is.
behind.
They touched
Save
my
changes.
token here, here, and
Right.
here.
You are now the only person who controls this token.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
I don't know. Someone's
And
still moving
Lars,
me.
you are the only person who control your token now. As
Yeah, I've stopped. It wasn't. If anyone's moving now, it's not me. Both hands are here.
Right, I'm just going to check
Everybody
Argus
needs
as
to
well. 'cause I have a
remember that
sneaky
you
suspicion.
can't spell advertisements without semen between tits. Now let's get cracking.
Someone's just sent me that. Yeah, I've just been sent that.
Right. I put the Eidolon back on mainland too.
Thank you.
Put him back in the sea. We'll
Okay,
put
so-
it in.
Jake, you need to
He
move
fell
your
off the
character,
cliff.
Mark. You need to move your zombies.
Oh, I can't
Oh,
see
yes.
them. If I actually can't see them, don't know where
The
they
back
are.
with the back with Jake.
Aha! There's one. There's two.
What are we going
Right.
to do, mystery gang?
Open the
So
fucking
the
door,
doors
mate.
that you're stood at the moment
Oh, let me do it.
are the, like big wooden doors. The doors round to the side. They look more like how do we explain? Do you know the doors with like the smaller glass pane setting? They're
Yeah.
more like that on the right hand side.
So we could have a little peek through.
You can also have a peek through the windows. In fact,
Let's
and
do
the
that.
dynamic lighting is set, so you can actually go to a peek if you so wish.
You guys happy for Dastor to have a little look around this side?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh, hello.
And what you can see with the token is what you can see.
Ah, cool.
Oh, there's is that a piano? Stairs going up.
Yes. So
I play piano.
this looks to be the main entrance hall.
I checked the door for traps.
There appears to be like mouldering trophies hung on walls in here. And in the center, there is a 12-foot statue of a creature with the body of a lion, a scorpion's tail fitted with a dozen razor barbs, huge bat-like wings, and deformed humanoid face.
That is a
Chimera.
chimera.
Or a manticore.
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 Yes, that's what it is. Chimeras have got a goat sticking out of them somewhere.
Goat, dragon, lion combination, classically.
Yeah. Got to have a goat sticking out.
And you are right about this room. That does indeed appear to be a piano, and it appears to be some kind of dancing.
Okay, but there's no movement. There was certainly nothing that I could see that suggests life or adversaries. No. Okay,
Absolutely not.
so I believe Adam wanted to push the door open.
And I'll let the Eidolon have a good sniff, and then I'll let the Eidolon do it.
Can I have a check of it first, just in case?
You certainly can. You certainly can.
No, I
Wunderbar.
don't think so.
What would it be?
It would be either
Divine.
perception.
Yeah.
Bear with me. I need the
I'll
because otherwise, if I don't look at the couch sheet, I'm going to give you the D&D variant. So it's going to be either perception or survival.
Okay. 22.
The door
Ben,
does not appear to be trapped. However, the hinges are fairly rusted, so you think it's going to take a little bit of effort to open the door.
Kick it, Argus. In fact, Dastor's just going to run out with his head.
Nice. Classic dwarf approach.
Yeah, no, it is fully. That's why they're so small.
It's a shame we haven't got a halfling, so we could throw the halfling through it. But...
Yeah.
Does Dastor need to make any check for just?
Yeah,
barging
just
through this
give me a strength roll just to see how easy the doors will open, but they're going to be somewhat resistant.
Piano.
Not
But it
amazing.
takes. So I feel like you bounce off it the first time, dig your little dwarf legs in, really push it, and it kind of really kind of.
Dastor would turn a little bit cherry red and wipe some sweat off his brow because he's a bit embarrassed at the fact that he bounced off the door the first time.
I know I
Zegric
do.
will offer Argus his crowbar.
Okay. And then as you enter, could you all roll me a perception check, please?
Yes, we can
Yeah,
do that.
boy.
I think we can do that.
Oh, I've just done a performance check.
That
was dancing.
Little girl.
There's some sort of stain on the floor. I can see that.
Have I rolled? I don't appear to have rolled.
Yeah, you have.
It's
Rolled
saying
the
that
natural
the whole
20
time,
mark.
Mark. I've not seen you do anything.
Okay, so
That was dreadful.
Yeah,
Mortis,
Jade, guys, nice.
Dastor, and Zegric, you, as you kind of enter the hall, you all hear what the sound of a woman sobbing coming from upstairs.
Nope. No,
Yeah.
thank you.
Death house.
I'm okay, thank you.
You know,
Can the
lady
Eidolon?
crying.
Can the Eidolon
But
have a
as
good
you focus on
around?
it, it fades out.
Yeah, send him
Sure.
You're joking. Not another
No,
one?
another one.
in.
So
I am the eggplant of the Lord.
Yeah, I think the Eidolon's going to just stick his nose to the ground and have a really good smell.
okay. You have already rolled a perception check though, so I won't give you anything else for now, but there'll be further chances down the line.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. So, the sound of the house straining and creaking gives this long, high-ceiling additional sense of age and decay. The place smells damp, the unpleasant tinge of mould lacing the air as surely as it stains walls and furniture in pallid patches. Mouldering trophies hang on the wall to the northeast: a boar, a bear, a fire-pelt cougar, and a stag. Yet they pale in comparison to the monster on the centre. Here crouches a 12-foot creature, a lion, scorpion's tail, a dozen razor barbs, huge bat-like wings. And
You're cutting out there, Tom. Is anybody else getting that, or is it just me?
Yeah.
that's
there we
because
go.
my mic's pushed further back. I do apologise. How much of that did you get?
Most
It
of
just
it.
towards the
It was
end.
only the odd word.
Pretty good gist of it.
So the creature in the centre is described, which I think is where I saw it flickering. So you have a spiral staircase to the south.
Oh, can we move into the room?
Yes, yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
that was the assumption
go.
was is that that's
I
what.
was already in, yeah.
Um,
Dastor fell through the door.
okay. So you have a spiral staircase to the south,
Yeah.
a door to the north, and then further up you have 2 doors on the left and right. And then there's an area further.
Okay. This is a door to the south as well.
Oh, and the
This,
door to the south. Yeah, sorry, I
This
missed.
statue next to us, Tom, was it on supports or anything?
So where did you?
It isn't a statue, is what I'll say to you.
Like a
So it
stuffed
looks
thing.
pretty lifelike.
Yeah, it looks almost like it's been taxidermied or something like
Can I get the Eidolon to go and bite the scorpion tail off?
that.
I wonder why that would be a good idea. It would.
You can certainly try.
He plays piano.
Do it. Argus is there with shield and sword just to see what happens.
So yeah, I'll let
Yeah.
I'll let the Eidolon go up to it and just like start like chomping on the scorpion tail.
Okay.
Oh,
He's
shit.
like,
Um,
Not good. Not good.
Oh.
nothing really seems to happen.
In that case, then, I'm going to go around to all of its feet and make hamstring cuts because I don't like the look of this thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
alright.
Okay. No, that's fair enough. So you want to try and and as you're kind of making these cuts, it's quite clearly a taxidermy score. So
It's
And then I'm going to get
It's
round there
also-
and stick a finger in its asshole.
if there's a bat wing creature downstairs, this could possibly be its family.
Yeah.
So we
So what you're saying is we take its head off. take it
yeah,
downstairs
and then
with us.
carry it around, see if we can taunt the thing downstairs. Yeah, why not?
I cast detect magic.
I mean, not to play devil's advocate, Dave, but this could be the source of the rumors. Just saying, people are weird.
Yeah. Well, this isn't flying, and it's not in the caves underneath, but it could be. Yeah. Detect magic. You say so?
Yeah, I did, yeah. So just for clarity's sake, because I am stood in the door, that's as far as it will go.
Maybe come forward a bit. Me and Argus can stand either side of you. Hold your hand. Keep you safe. Nuzzle you in.
That's not my hand.
I can't work out if Tom's thinking or if he's just holding us in suspense.
So there is an aura of necromancy in the vicinity.
Where?
I'll say morning.
Remind me of how magic works specifically when you drop the spell in.
I knew you were going to ask me that. Bear with. I wasn't ready.
Oh, man.
But you know what I was going to ask you.
I'm unprepared.
So, first round, you get
Presence or absence?
the presence. When you hold it for the second round, it's coming from the manticore, and it is necromancy.
We like that.
Oh, yeah. Digging it.
Is it within the manticore?
The aura is around the man. Yes.
Around the manticore. Okay, so can I then do...
Well, it's like do you have like your highlight that kind of thing around that highlights the creature?
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. The source is the manticore.
You're a torture.
What do I know about manticores? I am a monster hunter, remember.
Monstrunter. Yeah.
Right. You are a monster hunter, but you're still gonna have to make a knowledge check.
Which knowledge it is.
Interesting question.
I got planes, dungeoneering, or arcana.
It's got wings, so it's technically a plane.
Or a can of Red Bull.
Planes. Planes are extra dimensional creatures. So not planes as in the
It's for my fun, Tom.
great planes. The planes as in, I think this would be dungeoneering.
Yeah?
I think it's dungeoneering. I'm pretty sure it's dungeoneering.
31.
So what do you know about manticores?
Is it a case of what don't I know about manticores?
They're
Um,
dangerous.
I mean, yeah. So what are you looking for specifically?
Why the fuck this one's giving off necromantic powers? So do they have any form of necromantic power inherent?
I mean, they're magical beasts. They're considered to be magical beasts.
Just
However, this is definitely dead. I think you know enough of that role to know that it's not innate to them.
So I
Sorry.
inform the rest. Innate. The
Right.
necromantic powers is not innate to the manticore. So I share this with the party and I say that thing's giving off necromantic powers. And that ain't normal. That's a manticore. I rolled a 31. I know fucking everything about these things. And that ain't right.
I'd like hold up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd like to think there's 5 pairs of eyes swing towards Mortis at this point.
Right,
Necromancy
what do I need
mark.
to roll? What do I need to roll?
It'd be
See?
Knowledge
A
casting.
dice.
Which one?
Would it be Arcana, Tom, for Mark?
yeah. I think this would be Arcana.
Can I assist?
I'm going to
Sure.
assist as well, if that's okay.
Oh, thank you, gentle beings. Well,
24 on the assist.
12 on
Was
this.
it Arcana in the end?
Yeah, we're doing the
Oh.
assist.
yeah, baby.
Ooh, that's
I can do that.
34 so far. Thanks for playing, Lars.
I'm just present.
Yeah.
We'll give Lars a complex. Don't make Lars sad.
I actually had a really good roll earlier. Where was it?
So it's 11 plus 2. So is that plus 2? So that's going to be 32 in total.
Bear with me.
It's not Mark. It's a
Well, I've got-
34.
Caught me with my pants down on this one.
20. I rolled
It's plus
28.
It's plus 2 for the assist, isn't it? Or have I just cocked that up?
Yeah.
Plus 2. Yeah, plus 2 for the assists.
And
Yeah, you
then,
got 3 assists.
oh, 3 assists. Yep. I see where I've gone wrong. So you're right. 30.
You just assuming I assisted, weren't you, Mark? But I didn't.
Oh, trouser. What a trouser. That was my best roll of the night.
Well done, Mark.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have you watched his movie yet?
Very good. Yeah.
Is it?
Elder with this is the guy who played Fade Routher, isn't it? That plays Elder.
Yeah.
Really good.
He's such a good actor.
I watched the last Venom movie yesterday. I know it's not great, but I did quite enjoy it. I didn't realise it all the way through it. The head scientist woman looked familiar. When I looked at her name at the end, it's Keely from Ted Lasso.
Oh, right.
Is
Get
it?
away.
Yeah. So she's in Venom Last Dance. Scientist
cool.
woman.
Right. So, what I'll tell you is there is a magical effect on the stuff Manticore. You're not quite sure what it is. You're not sure what the trigger is. But you know it hasn't triggered at this point.
Is there any one way to find out? Send Minato to do circles around it.
Yeah. Tell him it's stuffed with fish.
But the other thing you'll get with that roll, because it is a particularly good, is you think that going near it or consistently moving away and going towards it will trigger it.
Oh, well, Atreides.
Agsy not it.
Yeah.
On another note, as you have kind of lingered in this room, Addam, you kind of get this smell, and it's a smell that you can't really get out of your nose. It's ever so faint.
I am sorry about that. It was the
You
bee.
get like the smell of burning hair and flesh.
Oh,
Can I get the Eidolon to kind of like sniff it out more?
Try and trigger it.
Elon doesn't smell anything.
But
I feel like this thing's going to give it an attack of
I'm gonna
opportunity on
like-
my back if I walk past it.
because I think I can do kind of like some telekinetic communication with the Eidolon anyway.
Mhm.
And
You
I
absolutely can.
guess Adam's going to be like, I can smell this unusual smell.
I do sense motive on the manticore.
Can I, so it is coming from the room though.
You just kind of get the smell in your nose.
Yeah.
probably that giant jizz stain in the middle of the floor.
Yeah, but Dastor's got the smell on his hands.
Oh dear.
So,
Someone's very poorly, or
look at
that's
this
very
wondrous
old.
Oh.
Is there any kind of direction where it's coming from stronger?
no.
It's just filling my nose up. I think Adam would probably turn to the rest of the group.
It's
and
not
go,
like it's not full bore. It's like the hint of it. If that makes sense.
I think Adam would turn to the rest of the group and he'd be like, I can smell burning flesh. But it is strange, for beastie can't.
Yeah.
I think
I said,
Dastor
no,
would be looking to
check
the,
your nostril hairs. You've not set them on fire again.
Dastor would probably be looking to the group to be at say like, should we keep pressing forward because we've given this manticore a good sniff.
Yeah.
You've bit its
We're not
tail
really
off.
sure.
You've hamstrung it.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever accidentally burnt their nose hairs? Because I have, and it's rubbish.
It's not great.
We smell a
With
fish.
what Jake said, can we roll a perception check to see if we can smell burning hair and flesh?
Certainly can.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a go. My perception
Jesus,
check has
Dastor.
been very good.
26.
Here
Oh, my
we
first
go.
one was 24. I rolled it twice.
Killing it.
I know.
I'll take the first one. Always take the first.
Biggest
No?
sale of the year.
Can't smell anything.
So what you're
So-
telling us then, Adam's having a stroke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it looks like.
Adam, are you having any auras? Puff your cheeks out.
Puff them cheeks.
Do the big
Not those
cheese again.
cheeks.
Oh,
Throwing it back.
Okay, which way around do you want to do this then? Do you want to do doors first or clear the open bit? Me personally, I'd be going to the north first.
Play down.
Yeah, let's do it. Where
you
did
wanna
the sound of
go-
the woman wailing come from? Was that upstairs or
Yes.
downstairs?
Upstairs. Up the stairs.
in my lady's chambers.
Do you want to go through this door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dastor's
that
going to
is
headbutt
yours.
it again.
You can now move through the door.
Oh, it's a corridor.
No.
Me and Argus are very, very close to each other right now.
We
Just in
are
this
because
tight
our movement's shit. Yeah. Any noises, lights, smells from down here?
Oh, have you found the button, Mark?
No.
Roll a perception check. Well, no, I'll roll you. You've rolled enough perception checks. I'm going to roll the last one. Nothing.
Okay. Continue straight on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Door is
So
open.
this is the
You may
dance
enter.
room.
You may.
Can Dastor play the piano?
Piano.
Don't do it.
So,
He's already sat down.
Ugh. Oh,
Before he does
He's
that,
just gonna.
Zegric's
No,
going
just
to
let
gonna.
run
me
through and into the far
hang
corner.
on, hang on, hang on.
I'm gonna do the
Let me
classic thing
read
as
you
well.
the
where you
description of
run
the
your
room.
hands across the keys.
The oak panelled chamber must have once been breathtaking, but is a sad sight now. The floorboards are warped with moisture, and panelling scratched and spotted. The grand piano, its surface splotchy and keys warped, leans tiredly in the south. Okay, so Dastor, roll a performance check for me if you're going to play the piano.
Oh yeah, I already did one earlier. It wasn't very good. I'll do another one. 15.
Okay. So, as you kind of press a couple of keys, the piano starts playing on its own. A kind of
Creepy.
jaunty waltz.
Dum, 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 dum.
Do me a favour.
Dastor's gonna
Roll
take
will
Addam's
save for
hand.
me. Roll a will save for me. Dastor.
A what save? Sorry.
Will save.
It's about to go down.
Will save.
Can I just get
21?
his medieval camera ready to actually film Dastor being possessed and dancing around the room?
Oh no! And nobody wanted to dance with me.
oh.
So, as you push the keys, you stand up from the piano, and suddenly there's a beautiful woman in your arms. And you start
Hell yeah!
spinning and pirouetting and dancing along to this waltz-like music. However, as you kind of get to the middle of the room, suddenly you shake your head, and there's nobody there. There's no music, nobody in your arms. Rest of the
Dastor, like,
party,
did
you just
anyone
see
see that
Dastor start dancing,
cracker?
and you saw absolutely nothing. Also, Dastor, you take a point of strength damage.
Ooh.
How much damage?
1 point of strength damage.
How do I put that on in temp?
So if you,
Yeah, temp
yeah,
minus
but a
one.
-1 in temp.
Cool. Oh, I
That's
put
a will
minus 10.
save of 21 as well. That's crazy.
Yikes! Dastor's going to turn to the rest of the group, but I don't play random pianos. Can Dastor
Sorry, but
smash the piano with his axe in a fit of rage?
Interesting.
I apologise in advance. I'm gonna have to call it, guys. I am properly dropping off, and I don't want to be disrespectful by sleeping at the game
Yeah, no.
table.
It is
You
11 o'clock,
absolutely
mate.
can.
I've only just looked at the time. Why am I so tired?
Yeah. So we'll leave the final note as Dastor swings his hammer down on the piano and it just crumbles under the weight of the blow. Legs give out,
Right.
dust goes everywhere.
Wait.
That's a good place, and I look forward to the next one.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Tom.
No, see you
Again,
later.
gentle beings, thank you all. It's been a pleasure as always. Take care, guys.
Take care.